This one is for Katie. Happy birthday. She's turning 6 today. And already, she's shown a lot of promise. She is this feisty little red-haired child. She's despotic and incredibly intelligent and manipulative and charming and cute as a button and very smart and very sweet. In short, she's just like her Uncle Danny. So, Katie, this is for you. Happy birthday and love. Lots of love from me. Mrs. Wigglewick's Guide to Eating Like a Pig by Danny Koyman. When piglets start to act like swine, sometimes as soon as 6, their parents send them to go dine with Mrs. Wigglewicks, who every year prepares a feast at her fine dining school, where she invites the local beasts to learn to eat with rules. The piglets sit and whisper, "Hi," like proper dinner guests, and peek around her prim, posh sty, all thoroughly impressed, and in she walks, in high-heeled shoes, her neck adorned in pearls, her lips painted in tasteful rouge, her tail coiffed into curls. She sports a swishy evening gown. It's black but velveteen. She nods and gives a thoughtful frown and surveys the whole scene until she stops to take her place right at the table head, sees silverware and porcelain plates, then smiles at the spread and lifts her hoof, prepared to speak. Her throat clears firm and hearty. No one dares to even squeak. "Welcome to my party! My dears, we must be civilized and learn to eat with heart, for in my life I've realized that eating is an art, and art demands both skill and love to be practiced truly. That's why I teach the guidelines of eating food more fully. So tuck your napkin, take your seat, and let your manners shine. It isn't every day you eat a meal that's this refined. Just like schools and golfing greens, real meals move course by course. This isn't slop, it's pig cuisine, a porcine tour de force." As she begins her 5-course meal, she bubbles like a geyser. "We'll start with chopped banana peel, my favorite appetizer." The plates arrive. She starts to teach. "The first rule you must learn is how to squeal and grab and reach and never wait your turn." They all take turns not taking turns. Banana peels go flying. And satisfied that they have learned, Mrs. Wigglewick starts sighing. And then there comes the second course, and her second instruction. "The point of using knives and forks is to create destruction." She helps the piglets chop and saw. They poke and prod and shatter as they consume their straw coleslaw and practice friendly chatter. "Third course, third rule," she almost sings. "Let's follow this with poise. Let's relish these fried shoelace strings by eating them with noise. Don't just be loud, though you should shout, but also be unique. Use your mouth and tongue and snout to singularly squeak. The piglets eat the whole entree, engrossed in gross activities. Mrs. Wigglewick smiles at the soiree, praising their creativity. "It's time, of course, for our course 4, a simmered soup of slop. Let's practice eating from the floor. Now, everybody drop." All grace she quickly walks around and tells them to dig holes. She ladles slop onto the ground. They eat as if from bowls. And when the slop has been drunk up or dried into the dirt, she has each piglet lift their cup and toast before dessert. A toast to savory things, a toast to all things sweet, and to the pleasure good food brings, and sharing tasty treats. And though we know to eat with style and follow all the trends, I toast the most to how I've smiled while eating with you, friends. And with their hearts and bellies full, the piglets feel content and sit there in a quiet lull, their bodies nearly spent. Mrs. Wigglewix is far from done, but lets them take a break, then whispers, "Dessert, anyone?" The piglets all awake. Around the room of messy grins and flatware thrown asunder, crumbs upon their chinny chins, their eyes light up with wonder at dirt cakes drenched in glaze of glue, and rotten apple cores, corn cobs dipped in shoe fondue, and compost pedophores, charred chip cookies, oven hot, old field greens en flambe, cheese colored with aged rot dots and rotten rind sorbet. Our final rule is very good. I think that you might know it. If you choose to share your food, the proper way is throw it. And so the piglets pitch their meal. They drop, drip, and destroy. They poke and prod and squeak and squeal as Mrs. Wigglewix laughs with joy. I'm proud, my dears, you've got gusto. Your eating is so big. Compared to just an hour ago, you truly eat like pigs. And that is how the evening ends. All thanks and celebration, looking round at your new friends with newfound admiration. Would you like to come attend? I have your invitation.